welcome back to my channel. Midnight Muses here. I'm sorry that I wasn't here at all last week. I ended up taking an unexpected week off. So I'm just gonna hang out, do a quick little get ready with me, and just ramble on as I like to about whatever, basically. Oh, I think I forgot my moisturizer up here. Yes, I did. Okay. Sorry. I have my lamp. And ignore the bruise. I had a lot of blood work that I had to do last week, which is, I think, one of the reasons why I ended up not posting. It wasn't something that I purposefully did. Like, I was not planning on taking a week off. If I was, I would have, like, let you know and been like, hey, guys, like, I'm not going to be here this week. Like, I will talk to you next week. Whatever. What is... I don't know. Anyways. But yes, I did have quite a lot of needles done because my doctors, I've had many doctors over the years, have been treating me for PCOS since I was a teenager. But my doctor, I have a new doctor, and she's super, super wonderful. And her thing that she's been doing is kind of like, okay, well, we're going to redo all the tests and everything so that, like, you know, she sees it for herself and has everything updated, because what she had found in my files was that as, like, each new doctor came across something, they weren't, like, correcting it or changing the old or updating medications or anything like that. So she wants to have everything kind of, like, fresh from scratch. And it's kind of funny because we literally just did all but one of these tests already, double checking, like, my thyroid and other stuff. So then I had to go back so we could do it again, but this time, like, to have it on the chart being, like, PCOS testing, which there's not, like, it's hard to explain because there's not, like, real, like, official testing for PCOS. It's more like, okay, well, how many symptoms do you match up to? And then, okay, like, you have enough that, yes, you have it. Previously, I had all but one. The only one that I didn't have was the male patterned hair growth or hair loss. But as I said, I think that's more of a genetic thing because I get my, I have my hair from my dad for sure because I have his curly hair, and I also have his body hair, which is to say not really much at all. So I think that's probably why I don't really have that issue, that or maybe I just haven't noticed, because my dad doesn't have a lot of body hair and I don't have a lot of body hair, and I just have, like, thick curly hair on top of my head, and he is, you know, not super young and has thick curly hair on top of his head still too. So, like, I'm following along in that trait quite well, I guess. I need to open my new BB cream because I keep getting more and more tan and it's starting to get ridiculous, but I didn't want to get, like, a full out foundation that was dark that's going to last for a month. I wanted to get something that would be fine, that I can mix into my other foundation and just have that work until I get pale again, which I look a lot paler. I think it's because I have the ring light on is also making me look paler. But anyway, so I'm using 2 pumps of my CoverGirl Vital Elixir and then a little bit of the NYX BB cream in Golden. Because, yeah, I'm looking very pale, but you can still see that my skin's gone yellow. Like, I have, like, pink where I get, like, my hints of rosacea, but, like, you can see that it's yellow underneath, whereas usually it's cream. So that's fun. But yeah, it's weird how pale I look on camera to how I look in person. But anyways, onwards we go. Cover up all that redness, make it look all smooth, which again doesn't even look that red in person. It looks more like kind of like a weird browny red color, but that's okay. Get it all on and blend it in. Fun times. But yeah, anyways, back to, so I've been doing lots of testing, and so today I have to go back to my doctor again to get the results for all the tests, and it's one of those things where it's like, I almost feel like it's kind of a formality, because when she was testing them for other things, they were coming back normal, and then to find out that, oh, well, PCOS actually masks those particular symptoms, so it's like I kind of already know what it's going to say. Also, as I said, I have been getting treated for PCOS since I was 13, which is when they first found the cyst on my ovaries and started to, like, notice symptoms like the weight gain and not weight loss. No one ever explained any of this to me literally until a few like weeks ago or a month ago, which is great. But yeah, so my medical chart's hilarious on how much, like, I don't know if it's because they didn't want to tell me because I was like young, and then maybe as I got older, because I like was already saying that I had PCOS, that they thought that like someone had explained it all to me when no one actually had. But I don't know, it's been fun. Yeah, see, this blends, and I'm still looking fair, but just to give you an idea, like I literally am using, like, I know NYX only has 3 BB creams, but I'm still using the darkest one, and I'm using more of that than I am a foundation, and it's blending in perfectly. I got tan, and I'm still gonna get more tan because we are only in the very beginning of July. I also am mixing my concealer, because usually I have the Fair 08 from ColourPop, and that's usually all I need. But now it makes like this part of my face look too ghosty, so I mix it with the medium beige, and it's the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and that seems to be working well for me. So I just put on 2 dots there and on my eyes, and I still use it as my eye primer as well. And then I take this and I do dots in between. I do use a little bit more of the ColourPop because I do want it to highlight and not just blend into my skin. So, but yeah, it's been a combo. It's been working, and I'm actually quite happy for it, because I had gotten that concealer to do the makeup at Club Carib during Fiesta. I got one pale one because there's always a couple of like really white girls, and then I got a medium one and a very deep one, and that way I could mix it as needed for each person that I had in front of me, because they are mostly dark skinned, but like obviously you get varying tones everywhere you go, and even with mostly dark skin, having one dark concealer is still not going to match everyone across the board. So I like having a few colors, and that way you can blend and go. I did get all warm tones except for the really pale one, because the really pale girls do tend to be cream tone, but otherwise everyone's pretty golden. It's rare for them not to be, so it worked out really well, and I'm happy I have it, because now I have a mixing concealer that I now need for myself. So that's fun. Another thing that I'm also using right now is the Sally's collab. The Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder. I am really liking this. It is quite matte. It does kind of get everywhere. But I do find that it does make my makeup stay in place really well, and I just kind of brush it around. I definitely am far more heavy-handed with it than I usually am with powders, but that is not because of the product itself. That is because we've had like 30-degree weather basically every single day, and I am definitely back into having super oily skin and need to keep things matte so that I don't look like a grease monkey literally an hour after I do my makeup. So that's that. I don't know why the color just changed and made me look really orangey yellow there, but whatever. I'm also on to using the Tardiest Pro Glow. I'm not using anything else but the bronzer right now, which is the bottom, and I'm actually mixing the matte and the shimmer, and I really have been liking how it looks. And it's so funny because I got this in my BoxyCharm last month, and I remember being like, oh, I like it, it's just a little bit too dark for me right now. And literally a few weeks later I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I need, because my other one is too light for me now. And it's blending too much into like my foundation look that you can't really like see that I've added bronzer. And I've been going ham with this too, to add, you know, color, because you still want to look really colorful and fresh and nice and all those things. So, but it's been good. But yeah, I don't know, like nothing else really crazy happened last week. I'm still waiting to hear back from that one job. I'm starting to really lose a little bit of hope, but still trying to stay strong. But I don't know, I'm probably going to call my CPP caseworker tomorrow and start talking about the vocational program again, because like I need to pay my bills, and like I want to work with that company so bad. but at the same time, it's been almost a month now, and if they call me, fantastic. Like, obviously I will jump ship to them, because that is like the goal of where I want to be, but I have to, do what's right for me right now, and waiting off and not being able to pay my bills is not an option for me at the moment. And I called a friend to see if, because there was like a little like at-home thing that she said I could do, so I'm looking into that as well. I'm just trying to, essentially, I think last week my anxiety was just getting to me too much, and I was feeling very down and very like, you thought you came so far, but you didn't really, because you're still stuck. And I know that I say that I should post when I'm having those, bad days, when I'm, the negative thoughts are taking over and all that, but it's really, really hard to post on those days. And it's like, for me, okay, when you're having a really bad day, that's the best day to go to therapy, because, you deal with it and you can move on from it, and usually it ends up being a better day. That I can do very well, but getting on here and actually, like, posting when I'm having a bad day, that's a lot more difficult. And I think a lot of that comes down to, I'm a very rambly talker to begin with. Also, I can use my Rodeo Drive finally. It's wonderful. It's everything I thought it would be, plus more, now that I have a tan. But it's going on here, like I said, like, I get distracted. I change subjects constantly and have to go back to what I was talking about and being like, oh yeah, that's right, I was saying this or that or whatever. And it's already confusing for people watching me. And when I'm having a bad day or my anxiety is really high, I talk faster, I stutter, and I make even less sense because I jump subject to subject that much faster and that much weirder. So I would really like to talk to you guys when I'm having a bad day so that you guys can kind of like see how it is, but at the same time, I don't know, like, if it would even do anything, if it would make sense, or if I would just have to delete it before I posted it. I'm still using this Skin & Co. Aqua Illuminate Viso Truffle Therapy Illuminating Skin Refresh Mist. I do like it. I don't particularly like the smell of it. I mean, it has truffle in it, so I don't know. Like, I love mushrooms, but not necessarily on my face. But yeah, whatever. I'm also been doing darker eyebrows. Actually, I need a closer mirror for this because this can get intense. But I don't know. Yeah, I want to talk. Going back to what I was saying, I do want to like try and get on here when I'm having a bad day. I just right now I still don't know how to actually go about doing that. But I'm having a better week this week too. I think also, like, I have a really bad phobia of needles. And I have like kind of two phobias wrapped up in one when it comes to needles, because on one end, the needles themselves I will climb the walls to get away from, but on the other side too, I also have this thing of like having anything being taken out of my body from a medical standpoint. It's weird because being someone who's had a severe addiction to self-harm, you'd think that wouldn't be an issue for me, but like specifically, like if I'm at a doctor's office or a hospital, like, don't take anything out of my body. Like, why are you doing that? It's something that I don't know why it really, really bothers me, and I get really kind of flipped out about and nonsensical about. So the fact that I had to have so many needles, and then like I had like a couple of blown veins, so like my arm is really hurting me, and it's been a mess. I'm actually trying to not lift my arms up so high because I still have bruises on both arms. Like, oh my god, no. And I look kind of like a junkie at the moment, so I'm trying to keep the elbows down, but I promise it really was just tests, medical tests for all of my things. But life is. But yeah, I was not feeling my best in myself, and I kept planning on being like, okay, we'll do this, and then we'll shoot, and then we'll go for a walk, and then we'll shoot, and this, and then we'll shoot, and then I just never did. And then suddenly it was the weekend. I was like, okay, well, at least get one in with Sean, and we'll do that. But my aunt had her birthday on Sunday, and actually Sean didn't come down until Saturday, last weekend in the afternoon. And I was busy. I had to cook dinner and cook stuff for the barbecue and do a lot of stuff. And then he also wanted to have date night. He took me to see the new Spider-Man movie. So we will probably pop on here and talk about how he felt about that when he comes down next week. But point is, even then it was like, okay, well, if we could film, it would have been at like 3 in the morning. I was exhausted and I had to get up at 10 to do more stuff for the barbecue. So I really just I didn't have time on the weekend, which sucks because like I like legitimately did not have time to do it on the weekend, and it made me feel that much angrier at myself for not doing it throughout the week when I should have, because I didn't have any excuse other than my anxiety being high and whatnot. But the whole point is, you know, you want to go back to work and you want to get back into life. Well, you know what, your anxiety is gonna pop up all the time and you have to deal with it. And this is, I love being on YouTube, like, and it's so funny because I get roughly 6 views per video, and I don't know, I still, even if I was only getting 1 view, I think even if I was getting no views, because I've had some videos that have gotten no views, and I still was quite happy to sit and film and edit as much as I can and post it. Like, I don't know, I really like this platform. It's just somewhere for me to sit and talk and, you know, keep things pretty simple and easy and light. And I'm just trying to find some colors that will work for my face today. But no, I really like this platform. I didn't think that I would like it as much as I do, if I'm being honest. It's something that, I don't know, I've wanted to do it for years, but I always had this thing being like, you know, are you sure? Because my whole thing, and I tell people all the time, is I love to be behind the camera, not in front of it. I am not an actress. It's really funny because, like, I have done a couple of movies, and I've been asked, be like, hey, we just need an extra, like, do you mind, like, doing this or that? And it's like, yeah, actually I do, because you really don't want me to even be an extra. I am the worst actress ever. Like, I can, in person, I can be, like, super, like, kind of flamboyant and wild and just off-the-cuff wit and do all that stuff really easily. And then you put a camera in front of my face and it's like, just nothing. It's nothing. It just all goes away. I don't understand why it's like that. I've even done, like, a couple of acting like years and years ago. I did, like, some improv stuff, and I go from someone who can talk to people to being the most socially awkward person ever, or just completely silent with a very lost, confused look on my face. It's not fun. So the fact that I love doing this so much is kind of surprising. But I mean, I'm also not actually in front of a camera in that sense. Like, yes, I'm in front of a camera, but I'm also by myself in my bedroom, almost talking to myself, because it's like, I'm, you know, when I look at the viewfinder, I see me, I don't see someone else, but yet I also feel like I'm talking to other people. I don't know. Also, I'm not going to do too much makeup today, just a little bit of color to kind of like try and match the mustard in my shirt, which I think I've basically completely gotten rid of now with this crease color, but, you know, trying here. I should probably have a mirror that's closer to actually see what I'm doing, besides trying to just do my makeup in the viewfinder, because that never works out very well. But here I am. I will definitely be using a mirror to put on my liner and mascara though. But yeah, no, I really enjoy this, and yeah, I think I wasn't feeling my best, and I let that get the better of me, so I'm sorry for anyone who was looking forward to a video from me last week that never got one, because I have absolutely no excuse. I should have posted, and I let my negative brain take over and block out any positive message that the good side of my brain was trying to tell me, and that's not an excuse. That's just, that's what happened. And I will try and I'll just try and be better, because that's all you can do. Is, you know what, you have you mess up, you don't do things exactly how you wanted to this week. Well, okay, well, next week we're gonna switch it and we're gonna make it better. And you know, that's how it is with mental health. Like, I always have, like, for me, I find that I have, like, good weeks and bad weeks. I do try to make them into good days and bad days. And a lot of the time I do make it go from a bad day to a good day, as opposed to being, like, multi. But it does not always work out that way. It will not always work out that way. And, you know, right now I have a lot on my plate stressing me out. It's funny because I have people that are like, oh, what do you have to be stressed about? And it's like, I have a lot actually. But trying to focus on one thing at a time. I think with me, because I am such a control freak and I'm also such a fixer, that it's like I want to be able to fix everything today, which is impossible. You cannot do that. And I think that's what gets me into my trouble with myself, is that I try to fix everything all at once instead of being like, okay, how about today we focus on this thing that's not working out very well instead of just, you know, everything. So, you know, it's a learning curve. Every day is a learning curve. You just have to kind of roll with it as much as you can. Do the best that you can every day. And just keep trying to better yourself. I don't know. It's what I do. Alright, this is about to stop, so I'm just going to stop it quickly, and then I'll be right back. Hang on. Alrighty, just because I've learned that when I let it go past a certain time lapse, that I've been losing time. So even though it seems to cut together, it's not cutting together seamlessly. So I need to just stop the video at around 20-21 minutes and then restart a second video and then paste those two together, and then I should get a seamless cut. But we'll see. This is my first time doing that, so I am essentially guessing as well. I actually wasn't planning on making the video even this long, but that's okay. I didn't post anything last week, so hopefully you guys are down for a little bit of extra rambling this week. I'm still using the Ico Black Magic little guy that I got. This is little, so this had to be from Ipsy. And I got it in, I don't know, maybe April or May bag. So I know I didn't get it last month, and I don't even think I got it the month before that. It's lasted a really long time, because I have a second one that I have put aside, and I haven't even opened it yet. Like, I'm still using that first one that I got. I remember the air was still cold when I got it too, so it's been a while. Got to brush off the little extra powder, which, I mean, you guys can't see, but I can see. And then also I did open my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, just because I wanted to have a good full-size mascara open when my birthday pops around, which is getting closer and closer to. So, and everyone tells me that this mascara is so good. All I've heard is that this mascara is so good. It's like, essentially the Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal was always a dupe for this, and I did use that, and I did really like it, but as I have been on my mission to go cruelty-free, and I no longer will buy things, well, for a long time I won't buy things that are not cruelty-free. Obviously I'm not buying that, and I was lucky enough that BoxyCharm did send me one of these. I think it was all the way back in February. I've been holding on to it for a long time, unopened of course, because once you open it you only have 3 months to use it. I'm very big on that. So it's been sitting unopened on the side of my table, and you can't quite see my lashes, but you can see that it looks a lot thicker on that side, so that's good. I've used it once so far. I will say I do find it to be quite clumpy, but I also found the Lash Paradise to be clumpy. But what I did like was with the Lash Paradise, I can't really get that off very well. Like, I really like how it looks, it goes on, it's a lot. Okay, so the Lash Paradise is still clumpy, but it's not as clumpy as this, but I can't get that stuff off very well, whereas with this, I use my Bioderma, the Sensibio, the micellar water, and it gets it off, like, instantly, but I do find that it's not really very smudgy throughout the day either, which is so good. So, quite happy with that. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to not completely block what I'm doing. Alrighty. Got the eyes on. And then last but not least, I picked up the Too Faced Melted Longwear lippy thing in nude. It's a very orangey kind of nude color. Comes in this little weirdo squeezy bottle, but I like it. I don't know what's with me a nude lipstick lately. I think it's because it's summertime. And in the summer, with my oily skin, my lips bleed so much. So I find that the more nude of a lip I wear, the less likely it is that you're going to notice if it's bleeding. And I like this. Yeah. It is quite fair. I wasn't really expecting it to be like as pale as it was, but I do like it. It stays on really, really well. It actually stays on a lot longer than I would have expected it to. Considering it's, I don't know if it's, does it say that it's matte? No, it just says liquefied longwear lipstick. It does look good with the shirt. I thought it might. I don't know. I really, really like it. It stays on really, 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 really long. It looks very glossy. I find the whole time that it's on. And it's one of those ones where it's like, you know, you eat, you drink, you see it coming off on everything. And you look in the mirror and it still is on and looking kind of perfect. And you're like, oh, okay, what is this magic? So I'm really liking it, especially for summer. And also because it's not matte, it is like more of a glossy finish. I don't feel like my lips are super dried out. So I've been really, really enjoying it a lot. Also, as you can probably tell, I touched up my hair. I tried the Argan Emerald Green in it yesterday. It does say that it only lasts for like 6 washes, so that sucks. But I mean, whatever. I have emerald green hair again. I've been really liking emerald so far this summer. But yeah, so that's it for me today. I do have to get ready to run off to the doctor now, but thank you all for hanging out with me for the last half hour. I've missed you guys, even though it's only been a week. I really, really have. It felt weird not uploading last week, and that's why I kept being like, oh, you need to shoot a video. And then I was like, you know, you're not feeling well, you're stressed out, you just want to sit and read. Like, again, I need to stop allowing myself to make excuses and just go and do it. It's so funny because, like, with everything else in my life, I'm very good at just, like, being like, okay, that's it, you've had your time to do this, now time to get up and go and do this and go and do that, whatever. But for some reason, when it comes to doing my YouTube, as much as I love it, I think it's because I love it. It's the same with, like, with my painting, which is another, like, hobby or thing that I do, because it's not really a hobby, it is something that I do for work as well. I love it very much, but I think because it's so personal to me and something that I personally do that I love, it's like, oh, we'll put that aside because that's not helping anything right now. And you have, like, cleaning to do, you have to help your mother, you have to do this, you have to do that, you get to get so many kilometers in per day, because I'll get into that another day, but, like, you know, a lot. I would have posted yesterday, but yesterday I had, like, an actual legit excuse in that I was extremely sick all afternoon. I won't give you the details because you don't want them and they're not pretty, but suffice to say, I lost a decent amount of weight yesterday to the point where my mom bought me a pair of shorts that I thought we were going to have to return to the store because they were, like, 2 sizes too small for me. And, well, not 2 sizes, but, like, 1 full size. Like, usually, like, lately I've been wearing, like, 18 wides. These are just, like, straight 16, so it's, like, kind of almost, like, 2 sizes too small. And I lost so much weight from being sick yesterday that these shorts not only fit, but I have extra room in the waist. And yeah, so I guess that's, like, that's not good, because you never want to lose that much weight from being sick, but I'm feeling a lot better today, and, you know, whatever. We'll see if I don't put it all back by the end of the day, but for right now, I'm happy to be sitting in my small shorts that I wasn't expecting to be able to wear. But yeah, thank you all for chilling and hanging out with me. I will be back later this week. I will try and do, like, a couple of extra posts, just to make up for my complete and total absence of last week. I'll also see if I can get Sean back on here over the weekend. We are doing the IndyCar races on Sunday, I believe, which we'll have to get up really early for, so I don't know if I'll be able to post with him or not. That, or we may post when we come back, I don't know. Either way, I'll try and get him back on the channel because that went so well, which made me so happy because I had the best time shooting with him. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I'll see you later in this week. All right, bye.